Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Adiola of Dandy Fashion School. We're into fashion designs and bag making, and then as usual I'll be going into the bag making section today, and then I'll be making this beautiful piece of bag. Yeah, it is a men's bag. Yeah, it is a men's bag. So without wasting much of our time, let's get started. But before we proceed, if I returning subscriber, I appreciate you a lot. I say thank you so much. I blow you kisses mine. And if you know this is your first time of coming to my channel, please do me a favor and do yourself a favor by clicking on the subscribe button, and then don't forget to click on the notification button so you'll be notified anytime a new video is being uploaded. So like I said earlier, without wasting much of our time, let's get started in today's work. So the materials that I'll be needing for this bag are my leather material. I'll be making use of foam material about half an inch, and then I'll be making use of my taffeta lining. Yeah, and the measurement that I'm working with is width of 12 inches. Sewing allowance is inclusive. Yeah, width of 12 inches, and I'm working with 8 inches of length. 8 inches of length. So I'll be leaving my body, which is the main body, I'll be leaving that aside, and then I'll be working on the lining first. So don't forget, I have my actual lining, which is the main body, cut out, and then I have this small piece of lining cut out as well, which is of the same width but not of the same length. The length is about 5 inches. Yeah, it's about 5 inches. So I'll be placing it on the main lining, and then I'll be sewing it all around. I'll be sewing it all around first. So once I'm done sewing it all around, I'll be demarcating it. I'll be demarcating it into about 4 to 5 parts. Yeah, so it's so that it can accommodate phone, it can accommodate pen, it can accommodate any other thing as well. So please try as much as possible to watch closely. So once I'm done with the lining, so I'll be placing the leather material on my foam, and then after placing it on foam, then I'll be placing it on the lining. Do you understand? So the leather material comes first, while the foam material second, and the lining will come last. So it is the wrong side of the lining that will be on the foam, that will be facing the foam. Do you understand? So and then I'll run the stitch all around. So this is the outcome. Can you see? So this is the outcome. So now let's move to the second part, which is the second main body. So the first thing I'll be working on is the lining, because I'll be fixing the inner pocket to it. So in fixing the inner pocket, I'll be coming down from the upper part by 3 inches. Yes, I'll be coming down by 3 inches, and on both sides I'll be taking in 3.5 inches. Don't forget, the total width of this bag is 12 inches, but the lining, I actually made the lining to be much wider, like about 1 inch much wider than the actual measurement. So for the zipper, I'll be having 6 inches. So don't forget, 3.5 inches that I took on both sides is 7 plus 6, we have 13. So don't forget, the width actually is 12 inches. So that was why I said the lining is about 1 inch wider than the actual measurement. So don't bother about that. So because I'll be training it off when I'm about to join the foam with the lining and then with the material. So as regard this inner pocket, so just watch me the way I'm doing it. So now I'm done fixing the zipper on the lining. So I'll be needing another piece of material for the pocket. So just watch me closely. So now I'm done with the lining, and then I'll be placing it on each other, and then I'll run a stitch across it. But please don't do that yet, because I realized I made the mistakes. Yeah, I made a mistake here, because I want to put the pocket outside of the material. I want to put the pocket outside of the material. So I have to lose what I just sew now. Yeah, I have to lose it. So what I did here is just to lose half part of it here, because I don't want to lose the whole thing. So I have to lose half part of it, and then I have to cut another piece of material of about 5 inches of length, and then the same width, which is 12 inches. So the first thing is to fold half an inch at the upper part. Yeah, fold half an inch at the upper part. and then I'll place it on the leather material and run a stitch all around. I believe you understand that perfectly. So the next thing I need to do now is to fix my side zipper. Yeah, I'll be fixing my side zipper. To fix my zipper, I have my lining cut out already. I have my measurements cut out already. So in fixing my zipper to the leather material and the lining, so the first thing I need to do now is to take my zipper, and then the outside of the zipper, which is the right side of the zipper, will be facing the right side of the material. So the measurement I used there for the width is 2.5 inches, and then for the length I have 19.5 inches. So just stay calm, I'm still going to explain how I got my 19.5 inches. So I lost a clip here, I lost a video clip here, but I'll be explaining it again. So in fixing that, what I did was to put my zipper, the right side of my zipper, on the right side of my leather material, and I placed my lining on top of it, and then I run a stitch on it. So now, in order for me to top stitch, just wash this part where I sewed. I'll be making it to face the direction of the leather material. Do you understand? So where I sewed, I'll be making it to face the direction of the material, and then I'll be running a stitch on it. So once I'm done with the top stitching, I'll be flipping the lining to the side of the direction of the leather material. Do you understand? And then I'll be running the stitch here on the sides. So once I'm done with that, I'll be trimming off the excess. Yeah, I'll be trimming off the excess, and then I'll be repeating the same process for the second part. So when I'm done, I realized the 2.5 inches that I used for the width is kind of much bigger. Yeah, it's kind of much wider, and I don't want that. So what I did was just to reduce it by half an inch on both sides. So meaning I will be left with 2 inches. Do you understand? So instead of me making use of 2.5 inches for the width, it's going to be 2 inches. Can you see the lines? Can you see? So it's kind of too much for me, which is that 5 inches. So what I did was to reduce it by half an inch on both sides. So I'm left with 4 inches. And then don't forget, I still have my 19.5 inches for the length. I'm sure you are wondering, how do I get the 19.5 inches? How was I able to deduce the measurement? So what I did was to take the main body, which is the leather one, is to take the main body and then measure it all around. So that was the first thing I did. I measured it all around, and what I have is 37 inches. So that 37 inches, I have to divide it into equal parts, which is 18.5 inches for one and 18.5 inches for other. So because I want the zipper part to carry half of the measurement, and then the down part to carry half of the measurement. So now for me to get the down part measure, in which I'll be attaching to the zipper part, so 18.5 inches, I'll be left with 18.5 inches. Don't forget, it is two equal parts. So I'll be left with 18.5 inches. I'll be adding 1 inch for sewing allowance on both sides, which is 19.5 inches. So now I'll be cutting 19.5 inches by the total width of this zipper. Do you understand? So the zipper side now, the total width of it is 4 inches. So now I'll be cutting 19.5 inches by 4 inches. So I'll be cutting that alongside with my lining. So I have my lining with my leather material. So what I need to do is to place the right side of the material on the zipper, and then I'll be placing the lining at the down part of it. Do you understand? Once I'm done with that, I'll be repeating the same process for the other side. So in repeating the same process, I've cut a little piece of material to make a handle. Do you understand? So I'll be making a handle, and then I'll be attaching it to that part. Yeah, I'll be attaching it to that part. So just watch me closely. So once I'm done with that, I'll be running a stitch on the size. Do you understand? So I'll be running a stitch on the size, and once I'm done with that, I'll be fixing this to the main body. So just follow the shape the way it is. So what I need to do is to notch the middle, find the middle of the zipper, and then find the middle of the down part, and then I'll also find the middle of the main body. So I'll be starting from the middle, and then I'll be running a stitch across all. So once I'm done with the first part, I'll be repeating the same process for the other side as well. And once I'm done with all, I'll be piping it all around. So please don't forget to pipe it all around. I'll be using my lining to pipe it all around. So now I'm done with the piping. Yeah, so the next thing I need to do now is to turn it out. So can you see how lovely the bag is looking? Can you see the outside? Can you see the inside? Can you see the handle? It is just so lovely. So if you know you enjoyed this tutorial, please click on the like button. Please click on the subscribe button if you are yet to do so. Thank you so much for staying. So thank you so much for staying to the end. I appreciate you all.